to put it on my drone. And it's gotten 214 views in the last several hours. So, I mean, it definitely has benefited me. It would have been great to have ads on that video, but I'll stop being bitter. I'll stop. You guys don't want to watch me complain. So I always want to do in these live streams. I want to do like a Brady Bunch thing, where I look over at the chat, like, oh hey, I, I see what you said there. That's cool. I like it. But oh, vegan kiwis to pistachios is here. What's up, man? Um, so last week, vegan tried to get on my live chat, but all he could do was comment on the page. So crazy technical difficulties. So what? I don't know how to say your name quickly. So I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you Pistachio for simplicity purposes. So, what do you want to talk about? Let's see. So, how many people do we have on here? We got 5 people. Uh-oh. We're about to hit our record of 7 people, guys. I'm super excited. So, Aaronide says, welcome, Pistachio. That's my beautiful wife. Any news on small creators or Kiwi? Oh, you want me to call you Kiwi? I can do that. So yeah, so the small creators, all I know is most of us just lost our monetization. This is the first week that I've gone without monetization. It was really frustrating to see the bar chart of my analytics go from like $2 a day down to nothing. And it's been just kind of, it's like the market, the stock market plummeted or whatever. But yeah, so I mean, I'm supporting the people that are supporting me. I went through and trimmed down a lot of my subscriptions just because I ran out of the ability to subscribe to people. I apparently subscribed to too many people. And it was, so I went back and I kept all of the people that had commented on my videos, that had subscribed to me, but people that weren't on that list, I've taken it down. So Kiwi, I am losing, not really losing subscribers. I've maybe lost, I'll like lose 2, but I'll get 4. So I'm still like going up there, and I'm, I think I'm like maybe 90 subscribers away from my goal. So it's okay. So let's talk about drones. Argain, what drone do you have? I have 3 drones right now. I have the Parrot Bebop 2, which I still love. I have the Unique Typhoon H, which is a big hexacopter. And I use that. The reason I love that drone is because the camera's removable, so I can put other cameras on it without adding weight to the drone. So I can put my Garmin Verb 360, which is a beefy 360 camera. I can put it on my Typhoon H without adding any extra weight. And then I have the new DJI Mavic Air. And I got the DJI Mavic Air Fly More package with goggles included. So I think everybody that pre-ordered, that wasn't an option. And then it took me like a couple weeks to sell my Spark and my Mavic. And that's the money that I used to get my DJI Mavic Air. And by that time, I think they were putting all their goggles on clearance, because I I think it was just $100 more to get the goggles too, which I think the goggles were like 500 back in the day. So our gain has a Bebop 1, Bugs 3, and an old SEMA. Oh, cool. I think I had a SEMA. I bought a drone that it kind of looked like it looked a lot like a Phantom by DJI, but I bought it from this guy on Craigslist, and I guess I got into drone flying after some of the kinks had been wired out or ironed out, because when I bought it from this guy, he was like, just like he flew it and it was awesome and he was really good at it. And then when I went to fly it, I had no idea what I was doing. So it was like complete Addy mode with no GPS. So it was just like flying an air hog, I think. Like no robotic assistance at all. And I was not good at that. I'm very good at the drones that read 12 satellites and all that stuff. Oh, so Argane, are you saying that they're really durable? So you can takes a licking and keeps on ticking. um, yeah, yeah, I did. Well, I think the one. I'm not sure which one I had, to be honest. I don't think it was the X8, but I think for me, I didn't have any extra blades from the guy, and I wrecked it. No, that's not right. So when I wrecked it, I broke the landing gear, and then it took like a month for me to get another landing gear off of Amazon or something like that. And then I went out to sell it to a guy, and he bought it from me, but he also wrecked it right in front of me. And so I was expecting him to just wreck the drone and then not want to pay for it and all this kind of stuff. But he was responsible for his mistakes. And I told him flat out, I said, I have toy drones that are easier to fly than this thing. But yeah, so that's cool. So the Parrot Bebop 1, I have all kinds of extra blades for my Parrot Bebop 1. If you want to private message me your address, Argane, I can send you some blades. If I can find them again. I don't know, remember where they are, but I bought my Parrot. I always buy stuff off Craigslist or Facebook, and the guy gave me like, they were in like sheets. They were like, you guys remember those baseball card sheets where you'd buy a bunch of baseball cards and then you put them in a binder, and they're like in these like 3-ring binder sheets? He had like 3 of those, and I guess they were made so that they can fit in an envelope and be mailed. But sweet Argate, yeah, I'll definitely send them to you. It might take a week for me to find them, but yeah, I'll totally send them to you, because I have the Bebop. I have my Parrot Bebop 2, but the blades on my Bebop 2 are bigger because it's a bigger drone. But yeah. So Argane, do you have the big controller for it, or do you just use your phone or your iPad? Actually, one of my favorite things about the Parrot ecosystem is like holding your tablet. Like you hold your tablet and then you can move your tablet like this and it'll go forward, and you can basically just fly the drone with your accelerometer. So fun. One of the things with my Parrot Bebop 1 is the I would lose Wi-Fi signal. I could only go like 20. Well, I forget what it was. Oh yeah, 20 meters. I could go 20 meters away, and then But I got this third party app where you could do 360-degree photography with the Parrot, but it wouldn't take a picture unless you went 20 meters away. So I'd get to the point where my drone would go straight up in the air, and then it would hover, and then it would lose connection and then come right back down to me. And I could never, like, I would try to like if I hit the shutter button just in time, it would do it. But all right, what do we got here? Um, Garrick, welcome. So I have tested the tracking mode. Um, it's in one of my first Mavic Air the Mavic Air videos that I did. There there are three complete flights, so I can understand if you don't want to sit through them. Just watch somebody else play with their toy. But tracking mode is actually pretty good. Tracking mode scares me, just because my DJI Mavic Pro, on Thanksgiving a couple years ago, is showing my dad how it could track you, and as soon as I put in that mode, it just started flying sideways as fast as it could right into my dad's house. So I mean, it wasn't a bad wreck. It was pretty close to his house already, but so I had to climb up on a ladder, and I'm scared of heights, to get my drone off of my dad's roof. So, but yeah, the tracking mode on the Mavic Air works great. And actually, it's really cool because it not only follows the uh, the green square on what you put it on, but it also uses the GPS, um, that's in the controller. So that's pretty neat. Because if you'll notice, some of the quick shots that I did, there's a green triangle or a green square, but as soon as the drone gets too far, to like when you end up being like a little dot, all of a sudden there's a little GPS kind of map pin on you. So Daniela, what's up? We got someone from Germany here watching this country boy from Nashville, Tennessee talk about silly stuff. Um, so welcome to the chat. Um, oh, thanks, Garrett. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep them coming. It's super windy in Nashville right now. I think we had a tornado last night, and it's been raining, so I haven't been able to get out and fly my drones. And my kids have been sick, so the one day that it was perfect out, I had to stay home and watch my son. So I'm planning on getting out to do more videos. Yeah, Daniela, we can talk about small YouTubers. Oh, that's in the title, isn't it? That's left over from last week. Still learning how to do this whole live stream thing, guys. But yeah, Daniela, yes, be a woman. I don't know what that means. Oh, yeah. My wife's on here, so be careful, Daniela. Um, no, I'm just kidding. The yeah, so um, yeah, I talked about a little earlier, um, but yeah, the biggest thing for me is just it's frustrating having a paycheck and then someone just taking it away and not really asking you your opinion or anything like that. Like I, I have. I think the last day that I was monetized, I made $2.36. So, and it went anywhere from 250 down to like 98 cents. But um, but I used, when you're used to getting like let's say $1, and if you're used to getting $1 a day, then I subscribe to Epidemic Sounds, and so that's like $20 a month. But you don't have to worry about what song you used in your video. You can just download whatever music you want to and use it, and as long as that music is in the library, you're covered. So I was tired of giving this one guy credit for every like my intro video. I'm about to redo my intro and my outro just so I can use music that's not from non-copyright sounds. But non-copyright sounds has been awesome for me so far. But whoa, Danielle is using a robot to translate. That's pretty crazy. That's awesome. I have a funny story, and hopefully my wife doesn't mind me talking about it. But back when I was in high school, I uh, I dated a girl for like, it might have been a month. We didn't last that long, but she was deaf, and so how we would talk on the phone back then, you just talked on the phone all the time. You didn't have text or anything like that, and so I would call up this service, and this service would call her, and I would talk to this middle-aged woman, and she would type whatever I said, and then the girl that I was dating would read what I said, and then it'd go, and then the girl would type stuff in, and then the woman would say whatever she typed to me, and it was just kind of awkward. Um, yeah, Garrick. After this video, I'll I'll figure out which video it is. It's one of my three DJI Mavic Air, but I might do just a tracking video anyway. I might do that this week. So Daniela's Romanian, but her husband's a robot. Oh wait, no, her husband uses robots. No, you're speaking great English, on from what I can see, Daniela. Um, but that's awesome. Welcome from Germany. The only thing I know in German is ja, das ist mein Volkswagen. That's all I got. That's the only German I know. So, and that was like the first lesson in how to speak. I think what was it called? It was like this, like a CD-ROM you bought, and it taught you how to speak German, and that was for another girl. So I'm glad I found my wife and I fell in love with her, and now I don't have to worry about doing all this extra stuff to make girls happy. My wife is everything to me. But so oh, Google TTS, text to speech machine. That's cool. Text to SET. I've used Babelfish in the past, but it's been weird. Like, I'll say something in English and it'll translate it to Spanish, and then I'll actually have real Spanish speaking people say that I just typed in some gibberish. But yeah, you're doing great, Daniela. So yeah, if you guys want to, um, so I don't know if you guys know how to do this, but if you go if you go to the chat, hopefully this will show up. So if you go to the chat, okay, so see I'm on Garrett, and I click on it. There is the very top one is go to channel, and you can right click on it and open in a new tab, and then you can go subscribe to that person. So while we're in this chat, guys, you know, it might be a perfect opportunity for you guys to meet each other. And you know, if we all need views, we all need subscriptions, we all need we need a little love sent our way, and we can send a little love back. So something I've been doing, I've been in Everyday Dad's chat, or Everyday Dad's live stream, and Ken Herron's live stream, and I've been participating in some live streams. And you know, after you spend an hour talking to each other, you realize that you kind of have the same likes and interests. And so I've been subscribing to the people that kind of go along with what I'm talking about. So look forward Monday in Google and Incredible P. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I love open source stuff. Actually, this whole live stream is being run by a software called OBS, and it's open source, and it's like everybody on YouTube uses it. So it's amazing to me that something can be free and awesome. See, look at that, Daniela. Garrick wants to be your friend. How awesome is that? Bringing people together on Shawn Studios. Now, see, so I spent 20 minutes trying to get people to come into this chat room, and now people are actually in the chat room, and this is awesome. This is what I want live streams to be. So I need to figure out how to post on social media when this is going to happen a little bit better, instead of waiting for the live feed to start and then trying to get people in here. Because once we're in here, it's awesome. I can just talk for hours. I'm not going to talk for hours. We've been going on for about 43 minutes. I'm gonna try to hang out for another 15 minutes. Then I'm gonna go play with my son. But oh, Daniela's blocked in most Chinese forums. I wonder if that's because the characters are so weird. Like one symbol can mean a whole word or a whole phrase and stuff like that. I wonder if that's really hard to translate. With declining revenues, are you thinking about switching platforms? Random damage. That's an awesome name. I'm not planning on changing platforms. I'm about 90 subscriptions away from getting money back. Like, not getting money back, but to monetize again. And I've, like, as far as I've gotten, I'm really impressed at how far I've gotten. I don't have any problem getting watch views, because I think it's because I just talk a lot and it takes a while for me to get to the point. So people at least watch me for a minute just to understand what I'm talking about. So I get the views, I get the minutes. It's not hard for me. And it's really interesting because in the small YouTube community, some people had, like, getting subscribers was not a problem at all. And it was the watch minutes. But they'd have, and I don't understand it, because they had like these vlogs that were like 15 minutes long. And so I think, so something else I'm doing though is I'm trying to look at my vlogs and figure out, or not my vlogs, but look at my analytics and see where people are dropping off, what I can do differently to keep people interested. And I think just changing the video around, like instead of like just talking for 5 minutes and then doing something, I'm starting to show kind of at the beginning what the whole point of the video is, and people can decide whether or not they stay around. But I might lose views, but my videos might get better that way. It's funny that your name is Random Damage UAV, and my wife said, "Great question, Random." And it sounds like you had a random question, but she was actually calling you by name. That's funny. What other platforms can you use? I've used Vimeo in the past, but I don't know how to monetize in Vimeo. Vimeo has just been kind of my personal. I think Vimeo is more of like a kind of a designers forum, or like movie makers type forum. It feels more professional, even though YouTube is professional. YouTube is also very social and very unscripted. That's a good word. So like my son has a YouTube channel, and he gets on there and he's doing some awesome things on his YouTube channel. But there's other times where he just does something crazy, like he'll say a word as long as he can, and then that'll be his video. Daniela, it's Xiaomi. Oh, you have the Xiaomi drone. Cool. I haven't really looked into the Xiaomi. I have a Xiaomi Mi Sphere. I have this is the first 360 camera that came out, not the orange one, but the black one. And it wasn't 4K. It was like maybe 2.7K 360 camera. So yeah, I'll have to check that out. Oh, so random damage is our gain. Well, that was sneaky. Jumped in there like a ninja. Um, no, I haven't talked about that, Daniela, but I did just put a video up on YouTube. Actually, my last video, put it up last night. I put a Rilo 360 on my DJI Mavic Air and put it up in the air. And actually, I got cut in the process. It was a bad catch. Actually, wasn't a crazy catch. My drone was kind of. I knew it was going to do this, so I was expecting it to happen. So I was ready for it. But the first attempt, I hung the 360 camera about maybe 4 inches, 5 inches down from the drone, and I knew it was going to do that pendulum thing that my Spark would do because they're about the same size. And so I was just expecting that to happen. And it, what happens is if the weight shifts this way, then the drone compensates, but it overcompensates. So then it throws the weight over. It throws the weight over here, and then it throws the weight over here, and so all of a sudden, like, you start with kind of a wobble, and then it just gets worse and worse. So I saw that started happening. So it's easy to grab the drone because you've got this big long pole sticking out from the bottom, so it's like a handle. So I grabbed it, but it nicked me on the arm. But that's the first time a drone has attacked me. But it wasn't the DJI Mavic Air's fault. It was my fault. So, yeah. So Random Damage is interested in the Mi Drone 4K. That sounds cool. Is that by Xiaomi? Because they have the Mi Sphere. I'll have to look into that. That looks pretty cool. Oh, so Danielle is she's in a Veer contest to make a video up in the air. So Veer, if you guys don't know, it's like a virtual reality social network. And I did a video on one of the apps that they put out. That's pretty cool. Random's got ninja skills. So Daniela, I have a couple videos of the Xiaomi Mi Sphere on drones. It's been a while. Like, I did it right when my Mi Sphere I can't even say it. My Mi Sphere came out, but I've got a couple videos on that. I actually did it on the Spark, the DJI Mavic. DJI Mavic Spark, the DJI Spark. So that's cool. So Daniela, how should I mount the drone differently? I've tried it several different ways. I think, like, this time I wanted to actually put the drone in the video, so that's why the lenses are facing forward and back, and that way you just kind of cut the drone in half. But I've also done it the other way. The problem, excuse me, the problem with the Mi Sphere is that the lenses aren't, or sorry, not the Mi Sphere, with the Rilo, is the lenses aren't symmetrical. Like, one's on the right, one's on the left, so it's not centered in the middle of my drone, which was frustrating. But the stabilization is the best out there, but the video quality is not. So do I want good video, or do I is really good video that's wobbly better than kind of okay video? I mean, the Rilo takes video that was good enough 2 years ago. So I don't know. Whoa. Daniela, sign me up. Contest. So I guess the prize for the contest that she's in is a DJI Mavic Air. That sounds wonderful. I really think somebody should come out with a 360-degree drone. I would totally buy that up. I saw where the 360 Fly. There's a picture of a 360 Fly camera or drone from several years ago. It was a concept, and it had a. And I tried to use the 360-degree Fly, the 4K versions, because that I thought they were pretty good. Do I have a separate monitor in live chat? So what's happening with live chat is I have my Panasonic Lumix G7, and it's plugged into an HDMI cable, which is plugged into a cam link, which is a little dongle, which is plugged in a USB port. Okay. And then I have 3 monitors on my desk. And so I'm kind of reading what's happening over there. So maybe that's, but what's cool about it is the way I've got it set up is that I'm looking at the chat while I'm reading it. So I did that purposely. So it's kind of like the Brady Bunch where you're looking over. But what that allows me to do is it allows me to look at the chat. Oh, I didn't realize some of you guys might be on your phones, so you might not be able to see your video the same way that I'm looking at it. But so Daniela, I have a video in YouTube, but mix it differently, and Veer is really the better quality than YouTube. Oh, so do you stream on Veer with your MeSphere? That's cool. I tried to do live streaming with my. I just did tests. I didn't really try to do an actual production, but I tested out my Garmin Verb 360, and then I tested out my Insta360 those were 2 videos those are 2 cameras that have live streaming capabilities. And believe it or not, I live streamed from my DJI Spark, but it was not totally effective because I think the connection was bad where I was, and I was doing it over cellular, which is never good. But it was cool because the video feed was from the drone, but the audio feed was from my phone. Sorry, the video feed was from the drone, and the audio feed was from my camera or my phone. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, so we got a party going on here, guys. So we got Daniela from Germany. We got Random Damage UAV, which was our gain. He got tricky on us and switched users. We've had Garrick in here. Got my beautiful wife is moderating for you guys, keeping you guys happy while I'm trying to catch up. And so yeah, I think now that I have live streaming down, I think I'm going to do a video probably this week on live streaming. And I don't know if I should live stream the live stream video. That might be too far. But I might make the video and then do a live stream and then show the video in the live stream. Was that going to blow your minds? What did he just do? Was that the 4th dimension? Oh, we had a couple people just join in. Whew, I'm tired, guys. Are you tired? Are you resting on this day of rest? I know, random. Isn't that awesome? I think I'm gonna do it that way. I think that's gonna be. I'm gonna put together like what you need to do live streaming, like how I've done live streaming. And I think I'm gonna do my setup just because it's a good quality setup. I think you can do live streaming just turning your phone on. Like you can literally open up the YouTube app and live stream. But the but I also wanted to have good quality, and I wanted to utilize the tools that I already have. I've spent a lot of money on a camera. Um, why not use it? I did have my first live stream was on a Sony RX0, and I thought that was going to be the perfect camera because it's like this small. Is it? I'll show it to you guys. So this little camera, guys, this is the Sony RX0, and it has a little, it has HDMI. Oh, I'm messing up. I got my manual focus on. So it has HDMI out, microphone out, and it has a 1-inch sensor. It has a beautiful, like, it can put out 4K video via HDMI. But the problem, as are with all Sony cameras, is that it overheats. So, beautiful footage, beautiful quality, beautiful concept. This tiny little GoPro-sized camera that can put out like actual production type video, but then it overheats after 20 minutes. So my dang live stream lasted 20 minutes. So that's crazy. Do I have any summer holidays booked? Nope. No, I don't. I know. No, we went to the beach last year. It was pretty awesome. It wasn't in summer though. It was in October, and that was great. But yeah, Daniela, if you want to pay me and my family to go out to Germany, we'll come hang out with you for a week. But no, I don't have any plans. And to be honest, my if I do take any vacation, it will be with my family. It'll be private. Because most of my year is spent working for other people. So I have to put my family first. What's up, Foul Fish? Everybody go subscribe to Foul Fish. Do it right now. Oh, Chris the Butcher's here. Everybody go subscribe to Chris the Butcher. If you guys haven't seen Chris the Butcher's channel, it's awesome. He makes some mean burgers. And yeah, I'm sure he makes all kinds of other stuff too. But I've only gotten as far as his burger videos because they're so good. But Chris, where are you from? I was trying to pick out your accent, but I couldn't. I couldn't figure it out. And then, so yeah. So if you guys are just showing up, something we went through. If you go to someone's name on the chat and you click on the etc., the 3 dots, you can right click on go to the channel and open link in a new tab. And then what that'll let you do is go subscribe to their channel. So we're trying to support each other. Again, you don't have to subscribe to someone you don't like. And in this whole mission to get 1,000 subscribers, I've been subscribing to people that I don't really necessarily care about their channel, and they don't really care about my channel. But what's really neat is finding, like, Chris the Butcher, he's doing his thing and I'm doing my thing, but he's been on two of my live chats, and he's a small YouTuber and I'm a small YouTuber, and we're supporting each other. And that's one thing that I think is really cool on this channel. Um, he, I've actually really enjoyed his videos. And I never would have found his videos if YouTube hadn't taken my monetization away. So, but we're 90 subscribers away, guys. We're going to get there pretty soon, I think. So I'm trying to catch up here. Whoa, Daniela, that sounds awesome. I would love to go fly my drone in the Netherlands. How cool would that be? Or Europe. Um, oh, Chris the Butcher is from Manchester, England. Nice. What did I do? I went on a trip to Israel for a month, and we had a 12-hour layover in London. So that's about all the time I've spent in England. But while we were there, I had a blast. It was actually really funny. It was New Year's Eve. And so I got on the underground there. I believe it's the underground, and was going from place to place in the underground. There's a subway system there, and it was really neat seeing people go to their New Year's parties in a whole nother country. It was really awesome. And then I got on the plane and we went over a couple time zones. So we celebrated New Year's like 3 times while we were in the air going to Israel. So that was pretty cool. What's up, reviewing, playing, and more RPM? Dennis, what's up, buddy? Hope you're having a good day. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the live chat. We were going to do an hour, but man, people just started showing up. So we're just going to go longer than an hour and see what happens. I don't know, guys. I don't know. So, Manu or Man City? I don't know what that means. You're for Liverpool. Is that a sports game that's going on? Or is that your... Oh, Manchester. You're talking about Manchester. Okay, got it. All right, I'm caught up, Danielle. Sorry. So, Dennis, what do you want to talk about? We've been talking about small YouTubers, kind of what you guys want to see me do videos on to kind of help you guys improve your channels. Been talking about drones. We've been talking about 360 video. Talked about my DJI Mavic Air cut me this week. I thought you were talking about a sports game, Daniela. I was a soccer player. I played for all throughout high school. I was a fullback because I was a big guy. It was really funny. It was like small, medium, large. Like all the forwards on the team were these tiny guys that were really fast. And then midfield was little beefier guys. And then fullbacks were just hosses. So we'd have all the tiny guys just kind of whip around us. But if we got that ball, yeah. Anyway. Oh, good, random. Yeah, I need to figure out what to do. Because I feel like in a lot of the Facebook groups that I'm a part of, it's like frowned upon if you put a link to your YouTube channel or anything like that. So I always, whenever I post videos on there, I try to have it relevant to that group. And I actually messed up this morning. I posted my DJI Mavic Air video on the DJI Mavic Pro Facebook page, and I mean it's like every other group is just a DJI Mavic group. I didn't know that group was specific to the Pro, which is two drones behind. Most of the DJI Mavic Pro Facebook groups updated it when the Platinum came out, and then they updated it again when the Air came out. So then it's just the Mavic series. But anyway, the so this guy was like, "Hey buddy, this is who cares about your video? It's the Mavic Pro page." And I was like, so I just responded with positivity. I said, "Thanks for watching." And then he said, and then I said, "Well, maybe you'll like this video." So I put one of my DJI Mavic Pro videos on there, and he said, "It's not the DJI Mavic Air." And I was like, "Look, buddy, the video I just posted was Pro." Anyway, so I'm rambling. As you guys know, I like to talk to myself. So you have Daniela, you have the first model they ever brought out into the world. Is that the AR drone? I had my first one ever was an AR drone as well. And actually my first YouTube video was done with my AR drone. And it was one of those things where you could post to YouTube from your drone, and I did that. And it's me and my son flying it, and my son is like, he's got to be like 2 or 3. It's a cute little video. Can you show how to mount the Mi-Sphere cam with the Mavic Air? Yes, I will do that in another video. But yes, Daniela, I will do that in a video. The interesting thing, the Mi-Sphere is a little trickier, because if you look at the I don't have it with me, but if you look at the Insta361 and the Rilo, they're okay. Here's the Rilo. So if you look at this, guys, this is all that is the camera. So it's very short and stubby and symmetrical. And the Insta361 is about the same. The problem with the Mi-Sphere is it's a big rectangle. It's like a stack of cards, like a deck of cards. Let's just say we'll use a deck of cards as an example. And whenever wind hits it, it acts like a sail on a sailboat. So if you've got the Mi-Sphere sticking up like this and the wind hits it, it pushes the drone, and then, it can go into that wobble thing that I was talking about earlier. So I can do that video. I don't know how far I'm going to go up in the air with it, just because it was okay with the spark. And if you want to go through my videos, Daniela, and look at the one with actually I can do that. Wait 1 second. And this, gosh, I can't type. One second, guys. I'm going to put a link for you, Daniela. You can go watch it after the live stream, or you can watch it now if you want to, if you're tired of hearing me talk. But where is it? And this was the Mi-Sphere on... Yep, here it is. And these videos are hit or miss, guys. Oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to put it in my OBS. All right, so that is... Oh gosh, I can't move it. Okay. I thought I was destroying my live stream. So that video is... So that video is my Mi-Sphere on top of my Spark. And whereas the DJI Mavic Air is better than the Spark, it flies better. It holds its position better. It has better internals. The size ratio is about the same. Mavic Air is a little bit bigger than the Spark, but not by much at all. Arsenal guys, what does that mean, Garrick? I can ask my husband to produce a video how he thinks would be a good mount. That's great. Oh, you guys are watching the game. Cool. Yeah. I don't follow those sports. But and like the way I did it there was just a simple GoPro adapter with a zip tie. But all right, guys. So I think we're hitting about an hour and 15 minutes, guys. So I want to thank you guys for showing up. If you guys would, please subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And go through this chat and subscribe to everybody that participated in this chat. And then that way we can all support each other. We can all get some more subscribers. We can all get some more views. So, all right, guys. You guys got 50 seconds. Unfortunately, lost today. We're talking about soccer. Cool. Random Damage subbed and rang the bell. Thanks a lot, buddy. I'm going to subscribe to you right now. Gosh, it just turned into a sports thing. Put me a short email. Okay, Daniela. All right, so if you guys want to figure out who won, just hang out in the chat. Yeah, it's been fun, guys. Thanks for making this live stream awesome. We got 9 people here right now. That's pretty cool. So now that I have some of you small YouTubers in here, what would be the most beneficial to you and your channel for me to do a video on? Is it video equipment? Is it lighting? Is it I know, right? We're talking about drones, and the only place I can't fly my drone is over sporting events. And you guys are talking about sporting events. Best place to unload Spark and goggles? I sold mine on Facebook Marketplace. I didn't sell goggles because I got goggles with my Air. But I sold my Spark on the Facebook Marketplace, but everybody was offering me like $100 for my Mavic Pro, which I didn't understand. So I ended up selling my Mavic Pro on eBay. And eBay, I'm pretty good at eBay, so I've been using that for years. I'm just starting. Talk about everything. What really is everything? Because everything could be nothing. Nothing could be something, and then something could be everything. That was random, and that was deep at the same time. Um, yeah, I'll stay on. Um, I'm trying to think. Um, so random damage. You what was the drone you have again? You have the Parrot One, Parrot Bebop One. Um, what I like about the Parrot Bebops is there's no GPS information in the battery pack, and the battery packs are replaceable and they're on top. So what I did with my Parrot was I attached a Sony action camera mount to my battery on my DJI on my Parrot Bebop 1, and that was how I put my Ricoh Theta S camera on it. And that was pretty cool, fun video. But something else I did with my Parrot Bebops was I found all these guys like making landing gears out of zip ties and making putting like fanoodles on the bottom of them so they could float and stuff like that. I never had the guts to take it over water, but Foulfish has the Breeze 4K. Do you like the Breeze 4K? I I got it over Thanksgiving or over I got it on Black Friday, and I thought it was a fun little drone. Once I got the controller working with my iPhone, I think I got the iPhone X around the same time, and since my iPhone X was so new, I couldn't connect to the controller, so it took like there was an update the next week, and then all of a sudden I could use my Breeze 4K, and I flew it around. I got some cool shots with it, but at the time I had a DJI Spark, so I couldn't I couldn't justify having both drones. And since I had just bought the Breeze 4K from Walmart, I was still able to take it back without even having to deal with trying to sell it or anything like that. So I ended up getting it, playing with it for a little while, and then I took it back to Walmart. But it was a cool little drone. I loved how it was white. I loved the looks of it. I loved the controller. But I just wanted a little bit more I just wanted a little bit more range, and I thought the Spark, in my opinion, was the better drone. I do have a unique Typhoon H, so I love unique products. Foulfish. Yeah, but what do you do with your Breeze Foulfish? Do you fly it while you're fishing? Wait, Foulfish. Do you fish for birds? I see you play guitar on your picture. So what do you do with your Breeze 4K? Danielle, you're not rude. You're awesome. Thanks for joining. Mavic Air tracking a car. Garrick, that's interesting. I've seen people do that, and I wouldn't mind doing that in a parking lot, but I would never do it on a real road, because one of the rules of flying drones, you're not supposed to fly over moving vehicles. So if you're flying over your own moving vehicle, I don't know if there's a loophole there, but chances are another moving vehicle is going to be around, and since you're using tracking, you're not really controlling what it's over or what it's going through. And I just watched a video this morning with my son of drone, like epic drone fail compilations, and most of them were tracking tracking related. The only time that I've really wrecked a drone was when I gave up control to tracking. So now I've tried to take off with heavy payloads and it has just fallen to the ground. So I don't really consider those wrecks. But if it's up in the air and you hit something, there's one other time where my battery was about to die, and it was when I was kind of a fresh drone flyer, and I brought the drone. I tried to bring the drone down as fast as I could, and I brought it down into a tree. But it only hit like one of those branches sticking out, and it actually didn't crash. I ran into the tree and cut the limb off, but I brought the drone down safely. Spark better than the air? No, the Spark is not better than the air. The Spark, I feel like my DJI Spark was, no, the Spark's not better than the Air. I think the Air, I think, is kind of a happy marriage between the Mavic Pro and the Mavic and the Spark. The Mavic Air is actually everything that I wanted my Spark to be. It folds up, shoots 4K, and just has a lot of, it flies a lot better. It's more stable. Spark would bounce around some. Wind would just throw that thing all around. Yeah, the cam quality is only 1080p on the Spark, but the cam quality is excellent on the Spark. It's just 1080p. Or 1080 something different if you're in another country. I'm not sure. I don't know different video codecs and stuff like that. Thumbs up to Daniela. Yep. Daniela knows what she's talking about in a whole nother language. So she's rocking it. Yeah, Foulfish, I definitely want to see your videos. So I'm going to subscribe to you. Definitely. By the way, if you're just getting here, we're trying to subscribe to each other on this live chat so we can get our subs up. So if you want to support other people that are in the chat, go ahead and subscribe to them and they'll subscribe to you back. Growly Bear, just crashed my Spark into a tree in sports mode last night. Amazed, no real damage. Yeah, Growly Bear, the DJI Spark is a hoss. Like, it's tiny, but it's built really well. And I actually think it's built better than my DJI Mavic Air. I think when you make movable parts and you make things fold, you have to sacrifice some of the strength. Whereas I think the Mavic Air is a better drone. The Spark, I think, is a little stronger. I think the Spark could take a hit better. Let's say it that way. Yeah, dude, that sports mode is no joke. I got my Mavic Air up to, I think it was like 47 miles an hour across this field. Like, I looked up, it was gone. So yeah, and you have to brake really far back. Like, it'll like almost go sideways and like, pretty cool. Oh, so you were flying over a tree and you hit the top of the tree? Oh, that stinks. Yeah, it's always hard to gauge how high you are up and what things you could possibly hit. I always try to just go up as high as I can. So random damage has got latency going on. That might be my internet, guys. I've got two kids on the internet right now. My wife's on the internet. I'm on the internet. I'm sure we've got like 20 devices that are on the internet right now without us even using them. Um, so, and the oh, and so yeah, there's also a latency on what I say by the time it gets to you. There's like my wife said, about 10 seconds. So, um, but the fact that I can just turn my camera on and talk to you guys and it go across the internets, the interwebs, that's pretty awesome. My, Daniela, my brother-in-law is the president of a club that contains the half drone Champions League team. Oh, that's cool. I would love to go to a drone racing event. Um, and I have DJI goggles. I got them with my Mavic Air, and I'm still kind of chicken to use them because I don't know what the laws are or what the rules are. So I might go find an empty farm somewhere so that nobody will come up and bother me. Because usually I like to fly around the park, like a ball field or something like that. But um, but I would love to do like a first person race with someone else's drone that I didn't buy. Um, so Random thinks I'm a great host. Nice. Cheers, Random. In my channel, you can see a private videos playlist. Well, how can I see your videos, Danielle, if they're private? You gotta make them public for me to see them, right? I would love to see that video, by the way, so you can make it unlisted and send me the link. Wink, wink. Wait, so the race is underground? Is it in caves? That would be cool. We've got a lot of caves around where I live. I live in Nashville, Tennessee, and so up in Kentucky, there's a ton of caves. And then over in Chattanooga, Tennessee, there's some caves, and we went to some caves over the summer with my family. That's awesome. Do the bats ever attack the drones in the caves? Because I feel like that would happen. That's crazy. So it looks like, as far as, so I'm new to this live streaming thing, and I hope you guys bear with me with some of the latency and some of the issues, but I feel like this has been the healthiest live stream I've had. So we've got, um, we beat our record today. We had 10 people in here at one time. That's exciting. Um, but one of them's my wife's. One of them's my wife, so that might be 9. It might be 9 instead. But and we're hitting the hour and 30 minutes. I don't know how long these things can go, guys. Are they just going to turn me off, or can I just live stream forever? This might be killing my bandwidth at home, though, so we might need to cut it short. But um, but yeah, so we're going to live stream every Sunday around the same time. So if you've had a good time today and want to come back, or if you're catching this video on the replay, come join us on Sunday afternoons. It's going to be a fun time, guys. Um, and yeah, this week I think I'm going to go over my live streaming setup, what I've come up with here. I didn't get everything that some of the YouTubers that I watch have. Like I didn't get their exact equipment, but I think this is a pretty good setup for now, guys. especially since I can't stream in 4K. I can't stream in, I don't even know if this is streaming in 1080. I believe it was 720 last week. So the equipment that I have is overkill for 720, believe me. But all right, guys. So yep, time to sleep. So that's it, guys. So I hope you guys had a wonderful day. I hope you guys will continue to have a wonderful week. And as a small YouTuber, we're going to try to support each other in this community. So click on the people that participated in this chat. Go subscribe to their channels. Hopefully they'll subscribe back to you. And let's continue to support each other. Spread love, not hate. And catch you on the next video, guys. Peace out. I said goodbye too early. I didn't have my finger on the button.